Hello students, welcome back to this 8th video. Okay, in this video we are going to talk about the doctrine of lapse. In the previous video children, we have already talked about the challenges. The Indian states, the rulers who are there in the Indian states, they did challenge the Britishers that according to their paramountcy, okay, the whole land will not go into their hand. Before that they will challenge. So we saw Rani Channamma and we saw our other king, that is Maharaja Ranjit Singh. Okay. Now we are going to start with the new topic, that is doctrine of lapse. What was doctrine of lapse? A policy devised by Lord Dalhousie. Who has devised this policy? Lord Dalhousie. You have to remember this. He was the Governor General, okay, from 1848 to 1856. This policy helped British a lot in the annexation of Indian states. According to this policy, okay, the annexation of Indian states would take place. What is this policy all about? Okay, now we are going to check out what this policy has in detail. The doctrine of lapse declared that if an Indian ruler died without a natural male heir, okay, if an Indian state king died without having a male heir, then his property will go in the hands of the Britishers. The doctrine of lapse declared that if an Indian ruler died without a natural male heir, then that kingdom would be lapse. See this word, lapse, into the hands of the British. The whole property will go into, without any claim, directly it will go into the hands of the British. It will become the part of the company territory. It becomes the company's territory. This is what is being said according to this law. This policy still had seen a lot of change, okay. Many kingdoms, there were many kingdoms in India who didn't had male child. The ruler did not have the male child. So many kingdoms were annexed simply by applying this doctrine of lapse. Among them were few, that are Satara in 1848, Sambalpur in 1850, Udaipur in 1852, Nagpur in 1853, Jhansi in 1854, Awadh in 1856. This all, okay, were claimed that they were not having male heir. So they had just annexed saying that you don't have the child and you can't have the adoption process. If you can't have adoption process, then you can't have the whole authority over the kingdom. Okay. So adoption process was just cancelled. Okay. They could not have any relatives' children. That is also a big loophole in the thing, okay, in the policy. So this is how the whole thing continued. The doctrine of lapse. During the annexation of Awadh, British had added an argument. What added argument they gave? They said that they were obliged by duty to take over Awadh in order to free the people from the misgovernment of the Nawab. Okay. As I marked, I said that this all, okay, regions or the kingdoms were not having the male heir. But as you could see the other side, okay, Awadh was having, okay, they added what? Obliged by duty. They added the word obliged by duty to take over Awadh in order to free the people from misgovernment of Nawab. People supported Nawab, okay, because he was ruling properly. But the Britishers said, no, he is so lazy, he is not doing his work, and that's how they gave the title misgovernment of the Nawab. Enraged with this humiliation, people stood for the ruler of Awadh. joined the Great Revolt of 1857. This is how the build-up of Revolt 1857 had started. You can see here the doctrine of lapse, how they came in India and they started having control over this areas under British rule, this yellow portion which you can see. Okay, this was the starting in the year 1797. Okay, they had control over Banaras, Calcutta, Hyderabad, the outer portion you can see, and in 1840 children you can see the expansion started little more. Whereas as you come in 1857, the expansion of the Britishers started increasing and they still expanded in Afghanistan area, Sindh area, okay, and they captured that all parts. So this is how they had overall control over India. Okay. So children, you must have understood with this topic very clearly, and hope we will be meeting in the next video. Bye.